Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. How are we tonight, this lovely Friday evening, March 7th? I'm doing well here in Colorado. It it got cold overnight. It got cold. To answer your question, Gina Halleck, thank you. It's chilly outside. We've had some beautiful weather though, so spring is trying to come, but it is not here yet, as you know. How's everybody else's weather? I always like to find out what people's weather is like. Hi, Jazzy Knight. Hello, SR Kish, Chanley, Bernadette, Gina Halleck, Mystic Shining. Hello, Rosaire. And, oh, you had snow flurries today. Hi, Craig Dixon. How is everybody? Thanks for joining me at 4:30. I actually have dinner plans tonight, so I'm gonna have to be off at 5:30. So we have an hour, and I've already started starring your questions. Had a busy day. We had we're really doing all those things to get ready to get on the market. Maybe next week. I don't know. Had the carpets cleaned today, so we're tiptoeing around the house and with wet socks and such. Exciting times. Photos on Monday. Busy, busy, busy. I don't look forward to having, calls at the last minute to scram and go sit in the car or go to a Starbucks or something while people are looking. Hi, Fatima, Dorella, and Kim Princess. My goodness, we have everybody. The whole gang's here tonight. All right. Wet socks are always fun. I know. If it were warmer out, it would dry faster, but okay. Starring questions. Hi, Suzanne G. How are you? Hi, 4 and Motivational Vibes. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes. Well, okay. How's everybody, first of all, before we get started? How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing well. For me, I have to say, I always tell you guys to stay cool and stay, off the news, but oh my goodness, it got to me this week a little bit. I mean, I got to tell you, it's been getting this chaos in our country, around the world, has been getting to me. Mystic Shining says, very unstable internet connection today. Oh, I'm sorry. Boo. 54 and cloudy and windy in Albuquerque. Yeah. Thanks, Gina. Thanks. I just on the, maybe you can give me any tips, but I bought a little St. Joseph statue, which they say you should bury upside down facing the street. As weird as that is, but I'm going to do it. Just because I don't want it to take too long. And I also bought, I have aventurine, citrine, and what's the other one? Pyrite. I read that I found some little tiny pieces that I put over my door frame. So when people come in, it blesses the prosperity and the good wishes. So, hi, Janet DC. It's really hard Janet says it's really hard to balance keeping your energy light and trying to stay somewhat informed. I know. I like to stay informed, and maybe it's just too much for me. So, hi, Amanda Carroll. Good to see you. Oh, no, you have too much. You have snow, SR Kish. Too much. Yeah. We had a flurry earlier today, but it's just chilly and gray today. But I think our mountains, we're 30 minutes away from the mountains here, are getting some good snow, which they like. And we do get snow in the spring here. We're kind of known for our spring snow. Okay. And I want, you know what, while I'm just chit-chatting, I wanted to tell everybody I pulled a card for the collective while we were waiting, and it's this beautiful star card. So this is about hopes and really kind of our dreams coming true, really kind of set your sights. It's also angelic. It feels very, set your intentions and your wishes. Citrine and green Avertine. Yep, I put citrine, green Avertine, Avertine, and pyrite. Yeah. So anyway, I hope I remember it when I leave, or I could leave it for the next people. 4 says I usually leave a walkway when I shampoo my carpets. Yeah, I know. I paid somebody to do it today because, we're moving, so I think they can do it better. I have my own little mini cleaner, but it hasn't really done the trick where, maybe the dog had an accident or something like that. Okay, Suzanne, got you. Rose there, I got you. And Dorella, I have you. And you can keep putting your questions in. I'm going to go ahead and start now. So anyway, we can all sit in that beautiful star energy, hope, beautiful outcomes. Okay. Jazzy night. Will S break silence with me anytime soon? Okay, I don't know who S is. S feels I feel like they will, but I don't feel like it's not next week. It might not even be next month, but maybe. Kind of feels like it's a month, maybe 2 months out. They feel really stubborn right now and disgruntled, a little bit put out, if that makes any sense to you. Yeah. Craig, I did get yours. They feel to me, I'm going to pull a couple of cards really quickly for S and Jazzy Night. Well, S. Kind of like the energy is like somebody did something to me, or somebody really took advantage. Oh yeah, look at this. Okay. Yeah. So here it is. This Tower card. I feel like this is from the past here. The Tower card says that so hold on a second. The Tower card suggests that there was an incident. Something happened. Feelings got hurt, bent out of shape, and then we're in the situation where we are. But here is the Judgment card, which is all about rebirth. This is a rebirth of your friendship, of your, I don't know if this is romantic or if this is just a friendship, but it feels to me like you have hope. And the suggestion too is that you're going to have to work at it, right? This is not something that's going to happen overnight. You're just going to have to work at it. Okay. So make sure that you're really setting that intention and let him or her know that you're really kind of ready. Janet DC, I did find a house. Yes, we did. Yep. We actually, I told you we're renting, so we already found it, and we're going to move from here and rent just to be kind of agile and ready if we do decide to move back east one of these days. But we did find a house it's in a nice area that I'm excited about. It's our old neighborhood. Thank you, Dorella. Dorella is asking everyone to, I'm getting a ringing in my ear. We have 11 likes, so she's asking people to give us a like. All right. I'm going to move on, and I'm starring a few things. Hi, Lucy. Good to see you. 19 in the chat. All right. Chanley, how are you? A message from your guides that you need to know. Hold on a second. They're asking you, Chanley, put this in your own context. I heard you need to follow your intuition on this. I'm not trying to deflect your question. It feels like there's something you're trying to make a decision on. I can see you sort of with the image you're showing me is like having books or something out on a table, but they're saying follow your intuition because you are your own best guide. And you are, they're also saying that I feel as if they're letting you know that, you might have been second guessing yourself and really kind of um, maybe a little bit too much in your head and not really feeling your answers lately, trying to over intellectualize them. They're trying to say that you're learning tarot. There you go. Okay, good. Yes, and that's an important thing because I remember when I first started doing tarot, it was like you're always in that little book, looking through the little book that comes with your cards and you have to kind of give it over to your intuition. Yes, I know that, this card means a new start, maybe an opportunity, but I also have to put it into the context of the question. So, yeah, more guidance and self-care. Exactly. So don't second guess yourself. All right. Don't second guess yourself. All right. I'm going to move right along and good luck with that. That sounds like fun. Okay, Bernadette is asking for a message from your brother, for her brother. Okay. First of all, I want to just say I felt like he just kind of popped right in. So he must have been gone for a little while here. He feels as if he, oh, okay. Take this for what it means. First of all, when I see him, I'm going to tell you the first impression I get from him is that he's just, he feels like he was kind of a little bit of a jokester. Like maybe he might not have even taken things seriously enough. But I also heard, Bernadette, let me know if this makes sense, but I heard I messed up. So I feel like that's kind of an apology to you and your family and those around you, like as if there was something that he could have prevented. His personality, though, feels, all I was saying, he feels like he was kind of a funny guy, Bernadette, like a kind of a little bit of a jokester or something like that. But he said, I messed up. Hi, Ness, of course. It's okay. I'll just keep going. So like I said, this does feel a little bit apologetic, but he's admitting to something that he had in his could have been in his control a little bit better. He he's saying like something like, I heard auntie. Do you have anybody that you would call auntie? I was like, I feel like he has auntie. No, you said your brother. I don't know what that is. He feels younger. He doesn't feel like your father. He kind of feels, but he could be. If I'm describing your father, then you have to take it as it is. But he feels almost like I don't know, kind of funny guy. Let's see if I can bring through a message for you. He's referencing, you have a little guy, right? Because I feel like he feels like he's around your son a lot. Do you have a son? He just feels like he is sort of fascinated by him. There's something about him that he's really fascinated by. Your son feels like, I don't know why, he just feels like your son feels like an old soul, and he can easily connect with those. Oh, he was a baby. Oh, interesting, 'cause I see him grown up. He's showing me, like, I wanna say, like, in his 20s or something like that. Interesting. It's I've never really seen it this way, but I've heard of other readers where it kind of moves forward into, like, they show them how they themselves how they would be now. There's something about your son. You may not you may never know, but I don't know if he really he sees a lot of himself, his personality, or what he would have had the personality he would have had, um, in your son. I don't know what the "I messed up" would be if he passes a baby, so you'll have to take that. Maybe that is your dad. Uh, anyway, they're really bringing my focus onto you onto a child. Yes, a child with you. He showed me he was grown up too. He passes a baby. Yeah, he's handsome. He's a handsome guy. He's showing himself like I think as he would be. Um, anyway, anything else? He's just ever present. He's always kind of like he always he whenever I tune into your energy, I feel like you have a lot of spiritual guidance on the other side, helping you through some tough times. And he's just another one of those. Like, call out to him. You may never have known him, but I feel like um I think you do talk to him. I think you talk to all your guides on the other side, but talk to him. Talk to him. He hears you. He hears you. Okay. And we'll leave it that. He came very close to your face. Yeah, I could see him up close. You said, I'm older than you. Haha, that's so funny. Did you know him? I don't know if he was first or you were. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to speed forward a little bit today because I've got this dinner. So unusual for me to have plans on Friday night, but I do from time to time. All right, Kim Princess, do your guides want to tell you anything? Okay. I'm immediately getting like a little dull ache between my eyes, like a third eye headache, if you can relate to that, Kim Princess. Are you really working on your clairs? Because it just came and then it went right away. Sometimes when I really first started reading, it would hurt my it would hurt my brain, my third eye brain. And a card just jumped out for you. Yeah. Well, yeah. So it's saying I almost what I'm feeling is almost like you're working a little too hard. And so relax into that. Let the energy kind of expand in that space without hurting you. It's hard when you're first starting, though. Yeah. This card can also often denote kind of illness or feeling poor, feeling out in the cold. But I feel like this is really kind of talking about that pressure or pain in your head. Yeah. They're also saying keep at it because you're gonna be victorious. Yes, you get the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands. You are gonna conquer this. You're gonna do really great as you work to expand your clairs. So good for you. Your question's in two parts, Ness. Let me just go back and make sure I got both parts. I got 1, 2. Okay, thank you. Yeah. I got your question too, divine timing. We got a bunch of questions here. Lucy. Oh my goodness, I have a lot of questions to get to. Oh, right. Thank you, Kim. Keep working. You're doing great. You're doing great. All right. Aisha. Hi, Z Zaid. What does he like me? Does he like me still? His dad forcing him to propose or try again for marriage proposal. Can you tell me, Aisha, is he the same one from before? I think so. The one that you broke it off with? I want to say something. He feels a little brokenhearted. If I'm being honest, he feels to me like he feels like you really kind of hurt his feelings, hurt his heart when you broke it off. Here's what I'm getting though from that is that it feels like you could give him another try. I think if you want, that it was perhaps a little wake up call that he wanted him that he may have needed, because I feel like he's sort of, sowing his wild oats, and I don't mean literally, but I think he's just having a good time and kind of feeling like there's the pressure's on now that he's going to be married. I feel like he would settle into it. I've always said that. I feel like he would settle into it. Your question was, yeah, I think I answered your question. I do think he still likes you. I think that I think he would do it again. But I think the two of you I would like to suggest the two of you kind of start over with a fresh start and lay some ground rules and some expectations, and he may want to do the same with you. And just be cautious. The energy that you put into this right from the start I feel like it could have sabotaged it right from the beginning. Okay, blessings to you. Kelly, can the guides please help me understand why my son Christopher is angry at his dad? Thanks. Gina Halleck. Okay, Gina Halleck. You know what? It's funny because I always get this feeling. It's almost when I tune into Christopher and your husband, I feel as if your husband reflects Christopher's feelings back on him. When Christopher looks at your husband, I feel like the two of them, or Christopher sort of sees himself and his, difficult feelings in your husband, and he doesn't want to face that. And so it's easier just to be aloof or angry or whatever. Okay. And there's something about you, like, something about he feels protective over you. Gina, I'm not saying, I think this is a perception that he has, but maybe not a reality. Like he just feels like, I don't know if it's that your husband could be more supportive of you. No, I'm not, this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know. I think he just sort of feels a little bit like, protective of you. I don't think that I feel like your husband is, I know you've been through some tragedy, your whole family has. I feel like it's more about you being in your feelings, your husband being in his feelings and maybe not being as available or something like that. Does any of this make sense to you, Gina? This is just what's coming to me, and I'm not making any accusations at all. But I do feel like your husband might be a little bit just kind of unavailable because he's dealing with his own grief or something like that, or his own just issues. So there you go. Oh gosh. Okay. Thank you, Gina. I'm really sorry. I know it's such a difficult situation, and you guys, I think you're doing your very best to get through. And so, everybody, let's send our blessings. They had a tragic loss in their family. Okay. Motivational vibes. Will Amir be an overall good partner for me? I like to use my dowsing rods. Okay. All right. Motivational vibes. Will Amir be a good partner for motivational vibes? It's kind of neither here. Oh, there we go. It finally crossed, but it was kind of like, it feels like he might take some coaxing or some um, uh, coaching. Might take him a little bit to kind of mold him into what you want in a person. Yeah. I don't think it's right away though. I feel like it might take some coaching. It's not really the most romantic thing, right? But molding. Let's say molding. Okay, molding and sort of training them what it is that you need and what and how you can fit together. That's the way it feels. And the rods took a minute to get there, so it may take some time to get to the point. Good luck to you. 4. Can I please get a message from a loved one that passed whose birthday is today? Oh, no name? Okay, let's see if I can tune into that. 4. A loved one who's passed. Well, I don't know if this is the loved one that you want, but I am getting a father figure. Sean. Okay. I don't know if this is the father you're looking for, but I do get like an older man. I see sort of silver hair, and he feels very kind of loving and sweet personality. That's the energy I get. Tell me if Sean is somebody else, because I feel like that we've got a few people here. Is Sean feels like when you typed in Sean, I feel like that might be a younger person, like somebody from your past. Is this true? Um, okay, hold on a second. Like a past. I don't know if this is like a former boyfriend or just a friend. Okay. Yes. Yes, former boyfriend or former or dad. I don't it'll take a second for that to come through because I'm getting both of them. Okay, I'm waiting for your response if you're okay to type that in. Okay. I'm gonna keep going with dad because he's the one that's strongest. Coming through for me, the older one, boyfriend and younger. Well, is your father on the other side? Or maybe this is a grandfather. They feel very just loving and accepting and just like, hugs, kind of whoever this is. Dad, the younger one is, oh, that's weird. I'm wondering if he's the one who I was tapping into that said I messed up because that's the feeling I'm getting. I'm wondering if he was crossing over with Bernadette's. No, your dad is not. Maybe a grandfather, but I do have an older man there. Okay, Sean. Sean is Yeah. So again, he takes responsibility for, I don't know if this is like wrong place, wrong time, but I think it's more like kind of living dangerously. I do see like a car. Oh, your dad messed up. Oh, I feel like the two of them are kind of co- coming through together. Um, was there something to do with the car, something tragic with Sean? Because it feels like he was just kind of like boom out of his body or something like that. Or now he's showing me now he's showing me a bed, like a tube, like in a hospital bed or something like that. So, but it was whatever. It was kind of sudden car accident. Thank you. Um, and did he live for a little while on, on life support, or was it immediate? Because I feel like there was like a life support machine or something like that in his throat. Um, it's so funny. I get that I messed up for both. I did get you, Amanda. Thank you. Um, so maybe it was Bernadette's dad. Uh, they're all kind of coming in. I'm going to ask them all to sort of step back and come through one at a time. Just got a ringing in my ear. He feels okay. I feel like your relationship was complicated. He's sort of giving me the feeling that when you were together, your relationship was a little complicated, and he feels a little bit like he might not have been the best boyfriend at all the time. Um, but he feels like he was just sort of immature, and he's acknowledging that. Um, Sean. And he's sending roses to you. I'm seeing pink roses for you. That's very sweet. It could be Bernadette. It feels like everybody's coming in all together today. A long line. There we go. Okay. Well, blessings to you and to Sean. Happy birthday to Sean. Happy birthday to Sean. He's sending you his love. Craig. I did get your question totally mixed. Thank you. Does my grandma Irene Nez Kedlety have anything to say to me? And does she approve of Clara? Irene comes through as a woman who really respected traditions. The traditions of her. Was she Native American, Craig? American Indian. She feels very like traditional, protective of those values. She's sort of saying that you too um, should she should kind of, I don't know if it's scolding, but just sort of recommending that you too kind of look into your lineage, your family. Um, I did not get your question, SR. I'm so sorry. I didn't see one, but I might have missed it. Just visiting, I did get yours. I'll read out who all I've got here. She lived in the same time as Clara, and she was Native American. Yeah. She feels very, and how does she feel about Clara? Um, yeah, they're together there. I feel like she's like, I think your grandmother, even though she was traditional, she sort of respects and admires Clara's spunky, um, kind of non-traditional ways. I don't think your grandmother would ever have, lived her life that way. But it's not because she disrespects her. It's um, it just feels as if she just like, I think because she wouldn't have been allowed to, you know, um, to live that way. It just wouldn't have been in her culture. Um, and she loves you, and she is with I feel like she's with your mother, and is your father also crossed on the other side? There's, like, a whole, bunch of them there. I feel like there are some aunts and uncles and some like, you've got tons of them. And animals. It's weird because I'm also seeing horses, so I don't know if your family also, um, had anything to do with horses, Craig, but I feel like that was yeah, that they're there as well. Grandma was just poor and lived on the res. I'm seeing, like yeah, the horse is, like, white and brown, like a paint. I don't know if that's what they're called, big spots. Um, that's the one I'm seeing. Anyway, oh, that's very nice. Okay, thank you very much, Irene. She was a rancher and farmer wife. He was a rancher. Yeah, so they probably had horses as well, but I feel like they've got the horses there with them. Like, it's just a part of who she is. Oh, I'm getting chills, sorry. Yes, thank you. I feel like she's saying, like, spot on with the ranches. It's like her heaven is a ranch, is a beautiful wide open spaces, that kind of thing. All right. Let me just I'm gonna tell you who I've got in the queue, okay? 'Cause people are asking. Suzanne G, who's up next, Rosaire Hall, Dorella, Ellen R, Just Visiting, Amanda Carroll, Janet DC, Ness, Divine Timing, Lucy Lekich, and Jennifer GR, and Totally Mixed. So I'm sorry, I did not get yours, SR. If you could please put it back in. All right. Should I buy a car from ex-husband? Will it be a sound car for me? I'll tell you. I don't feel like it was a Palomino. It's like white with brown, like big spots of brown. Okay, Suzanne G. We're gonna go to the dowsing rods. I'm kind of feeling no right off the bat, so let's see if the rods agree with me. Should Suzanne G buy a car from her ex? Okay, the rods and I and my guides agree. Yeah, it might not be a good idea. I feel like it might create some rifts among you. I'm so sorry. But maybe we saved you some money. Thank you, Ness. I got your question, Mystic Shining. Thank you. And Ness. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump ahead. I'm jumping quite away. Sorry about that. Rosaire. What does the worm moon have in store for me next week? Oh, you got to jump. Jumper. Oh, dear. Okay. This I feel like you need to really kind of protect your feelings, like high anxiety. And this card would reflect that as well. This is a bullying card. This is kind of feeling kind of pushed around, sort of taken advantage of. So I feel like that might be somebody in your family or the energy of the world right now. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. We've got the 5. Oh, I'm dropping. We've got the 5 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. So it's a bit of a burden, Rosaire, right? So I just really feel like saying protect your energy, but you're coming to the end of a cycle of something here. The 10s are always the end of a cycle. So watch it. Be careful with your energy. Then we get the Emperor. Hi, Chitra. Good to see you. Oh, thank you, Ness. That's so sweet. I never really talk about my private lessons do I? And Cesar, I have your question. There we go. Sorry. It's doing something very strange. Okay. Rosaire, then I get this Emperor card. So I feel like in some cases, I would say this is about being in control, but I feel like this is about somebody in your life who's maybe kind of being a little restrictive of you. I feel like you feel like you're kind of, this could be political, this could be something else, but or somebody else in your life, but it feels like, right now you're feeling a little bit, this can be a card of oppression a little bit. You're just feeling like somebody's really kind of holding you back. Okay. Sorry about that. We're all going to send you well wishes and, and an opportunity to step out of that energy. 10s are good though, because it is the end. It's the end of something. It's kind of changing of a cycle. Blessings. And Dorella, will Tony, L, and I be a missed opportunity? I think we talked about, I still feel like it's okay. Dorella and Tony, L. I'm going to ask, will they wind up together? Will Tony, L, and Dorella wind up together? It does feel right now like it's a missed opportunity. It's kind of a slight, no, like no for the relationship. It feels to me, doesn't feel 100% certain. It feels like it could be there are obstacles in the way that you have to kind of get past before you can move forward. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Sending you blessings too. Yes. Have you been in your, like me, Rosaire, kind of in my feelings about, I feel like right now it's like too much. It's overwhelming every single day. And I know that's their goal. That's their goal. So protect yourself. I just want to say protect yourself. Hi, Chitra. Gotcha. All right. Message from Spirit. Spirit regarding my next best steps. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. Hi, Viviani. I saw your show with, who is it? Is it John? What's his name? John? Am I getting that wrong? Okay. Your next steps. Okay. This is another card that says protect yourself, but this is also about kind of having been through it a little bit. But it looks like life, you get not only the Knight of Swords, but also the Ace of Wands. So it feels to me like those opportunities, you've been restricted, but those opportunities are opening up, Eleanor. And this is a go for it card. This is saying, really, this is a take action and go for it card. So whatever those next steps are, whatever are you kind of, I don't know if you're considering like a move or something with your job or something like that. Just feels like movement. It's a good time to do it. Okay. You've kind of been through it. All right. Ness, you are so sweet. Hi, Gina Fish. You can ask a question. I do have a hard stop in about 15, 20 minutes, though. Oh, thank you, Ness. My website, you can just email me on my website or on my from my YouTube channel. Because my website it's been sitting in a state of limbo for a little while. My apologies. Okay, Craig. It'd be fun to find out what kind of horses your grandma had. She feels very, very traditional, but really kind of like full of tradition. All right, Eleanor, I hope that's helpful for you. take action now. It just feels like now is the time to sort of set the ball in motion. This is new energy. Just visiting. I'm retiring April 3, starting to get nervous whether my money will be enough. What do the angels say? Oh my goodness, we're all getting nervous, right? Thanks, Ness. I do appreciate that. You're a sweetheart. Checks in the mail. Okay, I'm pulling a couple of cards for you. Wow. Okay. Yeah. This makes so much sense. I feel like this again, we get this Knight of Swords card again. This is a card of taking action. So protect whatever it is that you have and that you those actions you need to do right now. This is that card of, introspection, making sure that you're being wise and the word that's coming to, I know this card doesn't traditionally mean this, but I'm hearing be thrifty. It feels like you need to sort of maybe move things around a little bit to cover your bases, but look at your outcome. 3 of Cups. You will be fine. You're going to celebrate. Yeah. Gosh, Ness. I'm going to hire Ness to be my publicist. How about that? I love it. Jessica Lynn, I have you. Thank you. All right. And just visiting. Blessings. I know we're all a little bit nervous, but have faith. I think some things are going to happen, economically, but I think they're going to bounce back again. So in this country, if you live in the US, right? Amanda, I would love a message. Okay. Before I even finished reading the question, your great aunt is making me really cold right now. Like she's moving in. I feel it around my arm. So Amanda, it's like she's sending you a hug through me. How cool is that? I haven't felt quite that feeling before. She feels like she was like somebody you could confide in, or she just felt really supportive, like one of those really, let me make you something to eat and come sit down, or like she took you in, or I don't know if she ever took you in, but she feels like that. Lucy, I don't talk about my services. But she feels like she just feels very protective, almost like a mother, like a second mom, or maybe she was your mom for a bit. But she's just she feels very loving. She loves you. She's referring to your dog now. I don't remember your dog's name. I know you have a dog, but she's like, it's almost like she feels like, I feel like your dog may interact with her because she's around a lot and he sees her, but you may not see her. I don't know if Amanda's still here, but she just feels like right there, like right there with you. There's something. Okay. Amanda, you didn't know her when she died. She was a devotee of Saint Germain, Jack Dog. Okay. Amanda, she's scolding you for something a little bit. It's this smoking. She's showing me the cigarettes and she's kind of, giving me that. So I don't know if this was her personality too, but she's like, she just showed me that. So I'm sorry. Blame Aunt Carol, okay? No, I'm just the messenger. Don't blame the messenger. All right. Well, blessings to you, and thank you for Aunt Carol. She feels like she was kind of a large, I don't know. She just feels like a pretty cool person. Janet DC. What messages does Papa K have for me? I'm curious what he thinks about my spiritual path. Great grandfather, Papa K. Salt of the earth is what I heard. I just feel like he was a very, very down to earth energy. Amanda says she's rolling one right now. Oops. Oh well. There's like a little tisk tisk kind of sense from her. She may not have gotten it. Okay. George, thank you. He just feels like he was and was he like, do you know if he worked with numbers or something like that, Janet? He feels like he was kind of a very analytical, like an accountant type person or something. Um, um, what message does he have for my spiritual path? Well, first of all, he hears you like it feels as if you're kind of constantly talking to your guides and your ancestors, including him, and they hear you. They're always, it's almost, he's showing me like we're like right this, like this. Pretty progressive minister. Yes. And your path has broadened. Okay. He's making my ears ring. Okay. George. Oh gosh. Okay. I was just going to ask you a question and then I looked at your name and now I know the answer. The tonight they're all about the animals. He was just referring to a cat. I was like, did he have a cat or do you have a cat? And then I looked at your picture, Janet, and there is a cat in your picture. And so yes, very, very lovely. Oh, I see people talking about the cat. He knows. He's like, I feel like he's just acknowledging how wonderful and snuggly and warm your kitty is. Just a real love bug. And I feel like he liked animals as well. This is what he's acknowledging. Maybe he had a cat as well. And maybe he's drawing that parallel. Because I feel it in my arms like this. They loved animals. He feels like he was a real I trust anybody who loves animals. He feels like he was a real just salt of the earth. That's the word I keep getting. Curious if I almost feel like there's a connection to like he sent this kitty to you or brought it, put it in your path. Maybe he's been visiting my cats. It very well could be because I have that too, where you see your cats just looking up the stairs and there's nobody there or something like that. You have some of their furniture. I just feel like he's just so like he's looking on like proudly of you. I see him sitting like in a chair. Maybe he's in one of those chairs that you're referring to, but I see him kind of like looking on and almost like cheer section, cheer squad, like, I think he's very proud that you're following in the steps that he followed in some regards. Yeah. And I'm seeing his wife, your great grandmother as well. She's right there, like she's sort of standing by his side, a little behind him, like very much support. I'm getting a chill. Supportive team, and they're just so pleased. They're so pleased with you. Oh, what did Janet type? Furniture. Okay. Visiting my cats. Yeah. That is so funny. Well, blessings to you. George is a pretty cool soul, I must say. I just think he's just so chill. He doesn't feel like great-grandfather of old. He does feel very, like, present day. All right, Ness. Now I'm gonna have to speed up, guys. I'm not trying to cheat anybody, but I do have things to do. I have a dinner date. I have dinner invitation with friends. Okay, Ness, I am grieving a betrayal by ex-friend Joyce. Later this year, I will confront her. How do you see it going? When I was 6, she stole my work and developed as her own, as a real life product. Ooh, that was available for 3 years before it was retired. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, Ness. This is the thing that you probably don't want to hear, but they're saying it might be something to try to release that. And listen, I hear you. I understand, but they're saying you might want to release that resentment and anger. Um, she feels like she knows what she did. You were sick and couldn't do anything. I'm feeling this way, Ness. If you, I feel like it's a hornet's nest that you may not want to open because you've come so far that it may open some wounds that will take longer to heal. And so I just feel like if you could find it in your heart to sort of, you can forgive if you want to, but send some, see, I don't know, see where she was coming from. She does feel jealous a little bit, like she saw your talent and she didn't want, she knew that she wasn't quite as talented, and she had some insecurity there. So, nobody wants to be told not to not to pursue things like that, but it just be aware that it could stir things up, and you'll have to do it your way. But try to see it a little bit from her side, which probably wasn't very, she didn't do the right thing. She did the wrong thing. And I think she knows that. Okay. All right. Blessings to you. And I am very sorry for that. That is no fun. It is no fun. Divine timing. What lessons am I currently needing to learn? Hold on a second. It feels to me like a message of self-love. And this message, divine timing, comes from your childhood. They're showing me kind of a long time ago. Like, I don't know if somebody was critical with you, or really you didn't, get the praise that you deserved about, just being alive, right? Just being, a kid. And some of those things feel like they stuck to me. Stuck not to me, but to you. They stuck to you. And they're still almost like it's like a splinter that they're showing me that needs to be removed, right? And it's still causing a little bit of pain. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it may be something that you don't even know. You can't even recall, but it feels to me like there's some kind of something deep inside that needs to be, the word they're giving me is excised. Okay. Like it's really deep inside, but it almost feels like surgical. And I'm just saying that metaphorically here, but it's so because it's so deep. But it's just something that we need to sort of, if you could maybe meditate on and deeply and send again this word of forgiveness, um, and love to that part of you that maybe is a little bit wounded from something in the past. There we go. And blessings to you. We all have we all have splinters, don't we? We all have things from our past. That's what we're here to learn. So blessings. And Lucy Luckich. Can I have a spirit guide message? Yes. You're welcome, divine timing. And I see you, Dora. I'll see if I can get to you. I got 9 left and I've got to go. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to get to everybody. If I promise you, if I don't get to everybody, I'll take some questions on Sunday night. Okay. I think I'm only going to be able to take 2 more questions. Lucy, we'll go to you. It feels like there's something they want you to do, like you're there. It feels almost, I don't know if it's like taking a trip or taking the next step in something, like you're pondering something and they really want to say, do it. This is a good time. Don't wait. It's as if you've kind of been going seesawing back and forth for a while or something, and they want you to just step into it. It could be something small too, even like, I don't know why I wanna say taking a cooking class or doing something like that, but it's like something they want you to do that you've been on the fence about for a while, Lucy. It does feel, if it's not travel or something, it feels creative though, like something creative. Like like something that you know that you could be good at, but you're a little afraid of. So go for it. That's the message. And I'm so sorry that I'm racing. Ooh, Jennifer GR, are you here? Jennifer? You're welcome, Lucy. Messages from your friend Amanda. If Jennifer's not here, I may move on to the next one since okay, thank you. I'm going to move forward to totally mixed. And I'm sorry, that's going to have to be our last one tonight. Thank you all. But we can put some in. You can put your questions in if you come on Sunday night for our Taroscopes. I'll do questions after. Okay. What does the universe want me to know for the coming week? Totally mixed. Thank you. They're showing me that you've been working hard. You've been working hard at something. Yes. Okay. I just heard taxes. I don't know if you're working on your taxes. Aren't we all? Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, these are great cards. All right. It's saying talk to your higher power, to your mentor, to somebody who you really kind of look up to. This is also about structure and order. This is about logic. So they're saying kind of step into this is about trust, and this is about mind power. So really kind of use both sides of your brain to really no, not taxes. Maybe I'm worried about my taxes. But they're saying this feels like there's something that's, if you go within and really kind of seek guidance from your higher self or an authority, you're going to have some clarity on something. The Queen of Swords, this is the King of Swords as well. This is about clarity, but this is also about kind of owning, kind of being very powerful and strong about something. Thank you, Lucy. And look at this, the Lover's card. This could be about love. You have an accountant, LOL. Okay. Um, but this is about coming together, forming signing contracts. This could mean the law as well, Lucy. Sorry, totally mixed. This could mean something related to law, but this is about signing contracts, coming together with others, working in partnership. This going within and really kind of noodling it out is going to bring you clarity to bring you together with someone else, right? Bring you into cohesion with somebody else or something else. Let me just see. Okay. They're saying that you already know. Totally mixed. I don't even know what that means. They're saying you already know what it is. Oh, you're waiting for a promotion. Yeah. I think, and that would make sense. Okay. This could be your boss and the higher power, the higher authority. And this is using your logic, your mind to really kind of speaking your truth. This is about the truth, right? To sign that, to form that partnership, that bond or that contract for the next position. It could be. Okay. Justice card. Somebody got there. All right, guys. I am so sorry, but I do have to run. I have to get ready to go. But come join me on Sunday night. Sunday at 5 Mountain Time. So you put it into your time, and we will do your weekly tarot scopes. It's a big week, guys. Next week, we have the full moon lunar eclipse, a total lunar eclipse. I think we're going to have some big doings. We're going to see some big things kicked off next week. So very exciting. Please join me on Sunday night. And I have been putting a list together forever, but it keeps changing because of our political climate for dowsing rods. I am going to do it in the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. Maybe sooner. I will be doing it. But thank you so much. If you do have questions, please put them in the comments for me for my dowsing rods, and we'll get to that soon. Thank you. All right, everybody. I love seeing you here. Thank you, and have a really nice Friday night and a good weekend. And I will catch you on the other side. Thank you. Bye-bye.